So good day everyone. So for this video, we're going to review your lessons from Unit 4 to Unit 6. So we're going to answer your student's book on pages 56 to 58. So let's start. So we're going to fill in the missing words and use the words in the box. So we have climbed, crawl, cry, pull, push, and shook. So we're going to choose from this box and we're going to fill in the missing words below. So let's read the paragraph. My mom told me some stories when I was 6 years old. She said I blank so loud in the morning. So what is the correct verb that we're going to use here? So it is cry. So she said I cry so loud in the morning. When I was 1 year old, I learned to. What do you do when you are 1 year old? So I learned to crawl and went every place in the house. When she gave me a new toy, I tried to push or pull it. Sometimes I even climbed or sorry, sometimes I even shook the toys to make noise. You're going to shook or you're going to shake toys to make noise. So I also climbed up on our sofa. So did you get it correct? So we have cry, crawl, number 2, 3, push, number 4, pull. It can be pull, number 3, and 4, push, and then 5, shook, and 6 is climb. So number 2, you're going to fill in the box. So use the words in the box. So we have cafe, beauty salon. So what are you going to do? Where are you going to do if you want to make some haircut, manicure, or pedicure? It is in the beauty salon. Restaurant is the place where we eat. Pharmacy is where to buy some medicines. Bookstore, it is the place where we can buy books. And pet shop is a place where we can buy foods for our pets. So number 1, we have my mom went to blank to get haircut. So we're going to go when you want haircut. So beauty salon, very good. So number 2, I went to the blank to buy a cup of coffee. So we're going to go if you want to buy coffee, of course, in the cafe. So next we have number 3, my dad bought some medicines at the pharmacy. And next, number 4, we went to the blank to have lunch. So we are going to the restaurant to have lunch. And next, number 5, I bought this book from that bookstore. And next, number 6, please buy some dog food at the pet shop. So we have beauty salon, cafe, pharmacy, restaurant, bookstore, and pet shop. So next, here is grammar. So number 1, we're going to circle the correct word. So again, we will use ever in a question. It means at any time. While never, we use never in a statement. It means not ever. So let's answer number 1. Have you ever or never seen a monster? So what will be the answer here? It is a question. It means we're going to use ever. So I have ever never done that. So what will be the answer? I have never done that. Next is number 3. Have you ever never played the piano? So what will be the answer here? Ever. Number 4. That is the best story I ever never heard. Here we're going to use ever since it means at any time. So that is the best story I have ever anytime heard. So next is number 5. I have ever never seen a white elephant. So here is I have never seen a white elephant. So it means not ever. Have you seen a white elephant? So never, right? Next, number 2, you're going to write for or since. So again, for. What is the meaning of for? For is we use for with an amount of time. For example, minutes, days, weeks, months, and years. Amount of time. We don't exactly say the time. And for since, we use this with a time. For example, 3 o'clock, yesterday, tomorrow, March, February, and 1998, 2000. So we're going to use since. So let's read the paragraph and let's answer it. So my friends and I had different hobbies. What are we going to use, for or since? It says here that years. My friend and I had different hobbies for years. So we didn't say the exact time or the specific time. So we're going to use for. And next, I have played basketball. We use 2012 here. So it means we have the specific time. We use the specific time. So we're going to use since. I have played basketball since 2012. Oi has played the piano for 6 years. So we have an amount of time which is 6 years. Anne and Mook have played basketball, have been playing volleyball for 5 years. I also have done gymnastics with leg since 2014. So we enjoy doing all these activities on weekends. Okay, so for this activity, we're going to read the sentences and correct the mistakes. So let's start. I love traveling to different places. I have just went to Doisotep. So what is the mistakes here in this sentence? So remember, we're going to use the past simple if the actions are already finished, and we use present perfect, or we use have and the verb for actions that started but are not yet finished. So here, I love traveling to different places. I have just gone or went to Doisetep. So what are we going to use here? So we're going to cross out the mistake, which is went. I have just gone to Doisetep. So next is the week before that. I visited or have visited the hot springs. So what are we going to cross out? So have visited. So I visited the hot springs. Next, also during summer break, I like to go someplace, no place very far away. So next is I went or have gone to Ayutthaya and Bangkok. So what are we going to eliminate? So it is have gone. So I went to Ayutthaya and Bangkok. Next is I saw or have seen the temples in Ayutthaya. I saw because it's already happened. So I saw the temples in Ayutthaya. I went to Chatuk Chak Market to buy some shoes. I really love traveling and exploring different places. So next, here we're going to arrange the words in the correct order. So number one, we have example, eat and have lunch yet you. So did you notice that we use yet here? So yet. So again, we use yet with negative or with questions. So we use yet with negative and questions. While we use trust with positives if it happened recently. So it just happened recently or a while ago or earlier. So let's start. Number two, have we climbed the Just Mountain? So we're going to arrange it. We were going to write, we have just climbed the mountain. Number three, I have just pushed the car. And next, so sorry, I got typo here. So I have just pushed with ed the car. Okay. So next, they have just played football. And then number five, I have not yet. So we're going to use yet here because the sentence here is negative. So we use not. I have not. It means no. So we're going to use yet. I have not yet read the book. And next, lastly, we have you done your assignment yet? So that's all for this question. So next, number five, we're going to write about you and your family. So we're going to use has or have. So again, we use has in she, he, and it. And then we're going to use have in for I, you, we, and they. So we're going to use have in plural, while has in singular. So next, number one, what are we going to use here? Is it has or have? Okay, have. Very good. I have just So we're going to add verb in the sentence. So what did you do? I have just went or I have just visited just few minutes ago. So you're going to put a verb after the has or have. So next, my brother has. So what verb are you going to use here? So there are many possibles in these sentences. So you're just going to put have or has and also the verb. Okay? So for example here, my parents have, what did they do last Saturday? So next we have the verb. So what are we have just eaten last week. Or next is my sister has this week. So next is number 6, write sentences. So we're going to use these words, some place, any place, and every place. So number 1, my mom won't allow me to go someplace after school. And next, so always remember, some place is a part of any place, specific place, or we don't have any specific place for it. Some place is a part, and then any is any place, any, and then every place is all place. Okay, so next, number 2, every place we went had a lot of people. It means all places that they went had a lot of people. And next is, I would like to eat at any place new. And then number 4, every place on the beach was hot. And next, number 5, I would like to go to any place in China. And last number, we can eat some place. Okay, so that's all for this. And for your pre-final examination, this will be considered as 10 points. Please answer your workbook. Again, please answer your workbook, and this will be also your review for your upcoming examination. So please answer your workbook on pages 43 to 45. Again, your workbook, pages 43 to 45. You can take a picture of it and I will check your answers. So I will know the score of your pre-final examination or your pre-final quiz. So please take a picture of your answers and I will record your scores. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you everyone for listening and have a great day. Bye everyone.